My bad. I'm back. My bad. Had to handle something. But yeah, man. If you're not aware of yourself, and I use aware, I didn't use understanding of self. I didn't use any of those. I used aware. If you're not aware of yourself, then you cannot be aware of your energy. You can't be aware of your mental state and structure. We have to tap back into ourselves. We have to understand ourselves. We have to open our receptors by being receptive, by being in a position to where we have to socialize. This technology has fucked that all up. You feel me? So I'm just saying, we have to tap into ourselves. You know? Yeah, that's real shit. Tired of people. This is just energy. It's just a motherfucker. Once you tap in to your energy receptors, you can feel the energy of the world. You dig? Yeah, that shit tastes funny. So that's what it is, y'all. I want y'all to be great, but you gotta understand energy. The power of positive energy, the power of negative energy. They both have power. So if you're unbalanced with your energy, frantic, nervous, stressed, whatever you are, gloomy, sad, happy, too happy, whatever it is, just whatever it is, you have to pay attention to that shit because that shit can either help you or hurt you. So you want to be able to understand yourself. I understand that. I do not like negativity, right? But some reason I'm attracted to drama, bro. And I know that's lower self, the lower vibration part of me. I understand that. But I'm not gonna sit here and hide that from anybody and be like, oh, you shouldn't pay attention to negativity. No, you pay attention to what you pay attention to. You're you, but understand the effects of that. I understand what drama and lower self vibrations have on me, so I have to understand that I have to be at a level beyond those energies. It's like the peace in the storm. You feel me? The perfection of chaos. That's what I'm saying. It's chaotic, but you got to be able to rise above that at all times. But you can't if you don't understand your energy receptors. You feel what I'm saying? I know I love sex. I don't lust sex, but I love sex. But I'm not gonna go around sticking my dick in every female that come around. One, because that's just nasty, and two, not every female gonna let me fuck. You feel me? So you have to understand who you are. My flaws are only flaws if I say they're flaws. You feel me? If I think and feel they're flaws, then they're flaws. And depending on how receptive my energy is to that thought, I could overdo it. You see what I'm saying? I could be like, oh, these are flaws. I'm the worst person in the world because my energy receptors are sensitive. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have power over self. You have to have knowledge of self and awareness of self, right? Straight up, straight up. I come to talk shit in politics with motherfuckers, man. Straight up. My bad, family. Had to do some, invite some family here, see if the family fuck with me. But see, that's the thing I'm talking about. Because I invite family here, right? To check me out. Through technology, it's easier just to dismiss it. Remember when we didn't have cell phones? I do. I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up at the birth of cell phones, pretty much, technology, pretty much. And before that time, we had to go in person to talk to people. We had to go. If I wanted to know if one of my homies was at home, guess what we did? We went over there to see if he was home, or called the house phone. A lot of people don't even know what a house phone looked like anymore. I remember getting uh, calls at the crib and just talking on the phone. You feel me? That was technology. That was as far as it advanced at the time. I'm talking. Now, I can inbox, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, Facebook, MySpace, whatever. We're like, hey, cuz, what's happening? and don't get a response. But if I were to show up at your motherfucking house, you would be opening that door. It's technology is a motherfucker, man, and it's dulling our senses of social, uh, the importance of being social. You see what I'm saying? On here, motherfuckers can say anything they want because they're somewhere completely away from me. So it's bringing out lower self people. So that's my point of always trying to post positive videos. It doesn't matter if we go over the same shit. If there's a message and there's positive influence in it, that's all that fucking matters, G. You know, I had an inbox on my Facebook from somebody who seen me on here. Like, oh, you don't have the proper setup. It looks shitty. Da 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 dee do 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 do. And it's like, bitch, did you hear the message? Did you get the message? Did it make sense? All right then, shut up. And so people can. It's just this technology is brought out people, a new breed of bitches. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna keep it straight laced with you. I ain't got time for negative energies. I ain't got time for it. You want to bring your negative, I'm already feeling you. You feel me? I'm already, my receptors are open to that bullshit you bringing. So I don't even hang with motherfuckers because a lot of motherfuckers ain't higher self people. You feel me? Now some of the people that I do care about are negative people. It is what it is. You feel me? But am I going to take my time out to let them feed off of me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't make no sense to do so. So I try to surround myself in a positive environment that can only reflect positive energy to me. So a book. Now you would be surprised how much of a positive impact a book can have. Just a book. It gets this working. It gets it moving. You have to ingest words, digest words, and descriptions. You got to visualize these descriptions. You're creating reality. This book is helping you create a reality that is trying to get through to you. You can get lost in a book. See what I'm saying? A book, music. It don't matter what genre, whatever you prefer. I try to play music. I try to play music every morning, right? Some mornings I just sit down, sip some coffee, boom, boom, whatever. But music is. I got a whole video on music alone. Check that out. If you see this, just go check out my music video. That sounds funny. Like I'm no. But check out my music video. Music is one of the most powerful tools to use to get through with energy and vibes, to get your energy across, right? And depending on what that energy is and what the topic is and the sounds being used and the rhythm they're used in, it can have a positive or negative effect on you. So I try to play old school shit, you know, the old school shit, Sade, motherfucking Bob Marley. Uh, who else I got up in my phone? Sade, Bob Marley, Al Green, you know, the Zapp and Roger. What? All the old school shit, because those energies was pure. Those songs was pure. Those songs were for the peoples to enjoy. It was made in positivity. It was made with love. You feel me? So music, a book. What else? Just cleaning a house out, clearing the clutter. You would be so surprised how much energy that brings in, positive energy. Clutterness doesn't give the energy enough room to expand and fill the room with those frequencies and vibrations. So I just cleaned this motherfucking basement out the other day with the help of my queen, of course, but we cleaned this bitch out. This bitch used to be cluttered. I know the trash man was mad, but still, the thing is, I got grays everywhere, shit. Clutterness, in a sense, traps the energy because there's only so much room for it to flow. Once you clean this motherfucker out, play some music while you clean this motherfucker out, clean your house up. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. You definitely will feel it. You dig? So that's what it's about, getting away from negative people, environments. You know, I got in a couple fights in certain neighborhoods or areas, so I tend to have that memory of when I'm in those neighborhoods, when I drive by those neighborhoods. But that shows you the mind. You remember certain things, and those certain things you remember carry energy with the remembering of them. So I know, boom, when I hit this corner, this is where I caught that fade at. This is where I caught that fade at. Boom, boom, boom. You see what I'm saying? But it carries those, it's like, I remember the whole setup. I remember the adrenaline pumping. I remember all of that. And it brings back those lower energies. So I tend to stay away from those areas because they bring negative energies. And that's important. You have to be aware of your energy receptors if you if you plan to be a positive person. A positive person isn't a motherfucker that judges somebody else's personal actions with their own opinions on how they would have done shit. That's negative. That's lower self. You feel me? That's lower self. When a person does what they own life shouldn't affect you. Why? Because by letting it affect you, you're letting whatever energy that you disapprove of inside your life. Don't do that. A motherfucker don't like me, guess what? I don't even know he don't like me or she don't like me. Why? Because it ain't my business. That ain't got shit to do with me. That's your personal thing right there. Stay in your lane. I got a whole video about staying in your lane and finding peace. It's that simple, man. I ain't gotta have nobody watching. I could have 1,000 people watching. The message stays the same. It stays the same. Are you gonna let your positive or your negative be the better part of you? You feel me? I was a negative being for a long time. And that's why I went to jail all those times. I ain't got the longest rap sheet, so it's not something to even brag about. But I'm saying I've been a lower self person for more than 10 minutes. I was a lower self person for my younger days. You did. And so I know firsthand, a lot of people have to go through that. But I know firsthand the power of negative energy. I was hanging around negative beings, energy vampires, male and female. I was in negative areas. You see what I'm saying? I was in negative environments. I was having so it molded me to have a negative perception of reality, a negative perception of myself, everything. And it wasn't until my second to last time going to jail where it clicked. Like I done gave up a couple of niggas. I wasn't kicking it with too many niggas, too many females, nothing. But I still had the negative mindset. So even though I got rid of negative people, negative environments, all these things, I still had a negative mindset that was habitual because I've been negative for so long. I didn't know nothing but negativity. So once I got in and went back to jail, it clicked. Like, okay, you got rid of these negative people. You don't kick it over there, but you're still getting the bullshit. Why is that? And then it clicked, like, because you're carrying that negative mind state. So as long as you carry the negative reality, this is your reality creator. If this is just drenched in negativity, it doesn't matter who you get rid of. It doesn't matter any of that because it's still you producing the negative reality. So this is what the message is. Get rid of that shit. Just stop being negative. Get away from negative people. Start doing positive things and be open to your energy receptors. You feel what I'm saying? When you get around people, you can sense the energy. Technology got rid of the whole social person to person reality. So now we could just talk to each other over the internet. But if you don't want to talk to me, you don't even have to answer me back. But back in the day, before technology was booming, you had to knock on the door. Hey, is such and such able to come out? Such and such home? You had to call the house phone. A lot of people don't even remember what a house phone is. Like, house phone? You mean cell phone? No. I mean, house phone, motherfucker, because a cell phone, study this, a cell phone alters your cells, your DNA structure. The frequency the phone gives off is just like the frequency the microwave gives off. And people go to sleep with phones next to the head. And a lot of times we keep phones on our lap next to our genitals, which can cause cancer. It's been proven. You got phones blowing up. This is technology. So you have to be aware of your energy receptors. I don't put the phone on my lap. I don't sleep with the phone. You know, I barely do a lot of things with the microwave. I still use microwave. But I'm aware that it's about what energy I keep mentally, spiritually, that creates whatever type of reality. So, like I said, I lived a life of lower self, negative energy for a long time, went to jail multiple times, didn't learn shit, hung out with the same stupid motherfuckers, the same energy vampires, female and male. And then when I got rid of them, I was still living that shit. It wasn't until I realized that I was creating this reality of negativity only because I become habitually negative. I was a negative person. I was a person who would try to rob you, sell drugs, sell women, whatever, fight. It doesn't matter. Just negative in general. And when it clicked, I'm like, okay, so I can get rid of everybody. I can change my diet. I can do all this. But if my mind state is still trapped in my lower self, I haven't done anything but get rid of people and kept all the negative for myself, which is killing me, which is sending me to jail, which is giving my perspective on life a negative light. I'm missing all this good shit that's happening, all these good people coming in my life that I'm hurting, running off, thinking it was all them. You see what I'm saying? Because I was a negative motherfucker. I was a negative motherfucker. There ain't no way around that shit. And so people have to be aware of their own energy receptors. Check into yourself. See how you feel about things and why you feel about things the way you do. You have to know yourself. You have to know your energy. What type of energy am I carrying? What type of excess energy can I get rid of? I'm not going to be perfect because perfection is death. And I'm not going to be sad about my flaws because my flaws are me. Now, if I'm going to be upset about my flaws, then I'm upset with myself. Fuck that. My flaws and all make me me. They are a part of me. They're not flaws in any way, only to an outside person that who wants to judge. Like, look at that. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have that. He doesn't do this. Those are negative beings. So I don't even give a fuck what you think about me because that's a personal thing. You personally don't give a fuck about me. I personally didn't even know that because I don't pay attention to you. I pay attention to my reality. For me to be like, oh, why don't you like me? I'm welcoming those negative energies. I'm giving them opportunities to be entered upon into myself. So now I gotta carry. He doesn't like me or she doesn't like me because of this. I need to change this. Fuck all that. You don't like me. That's dope. You like me? That's dope. You don't give a fuck about me? That's dope. Either way, fuck it. See that? Simple. Fuck it. You don't like me? Fuck it. Oh well. You cuss too much. Fuck it. Oh well. You don't have to hear me. Did the message get through to you? Well, if you're judging me, obviously not. Maybe you need to self-reflect. Why do I feel these ways about these things? Why is my reality the way it is? I did a good deed today, so I must be a good person. No. You don't do a good deed for the thanks. You do a good deed to do a good deed. And you don't just do it to be like, look at me. No, you do it because that's you. You're a positive being with a lower self, a negative side that's balanced. We have our female and our masculine. Everybody does. Some people don't have the proper balance. And so you see their energies are off. You ever been around somebody whose energies are off? Like the whole everybody around was dope. Everybody had good energy. And then that one person just so happens to come by you or talk to you or something, and you can feel the energy go off. Like the elephant in the room type of feeling. Like that's your receptors, your energy receptors picking up, trying to talk to you like, look, we're in this energy just came in the room. What we gonna do about it? You the only motherfucker that can. What we gonna do? We gonna be paranoid and keep watching them or her the whole day? Or are we gonna be aware that that energy is there? What's popping? What's up, God? Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. I'm just trying to keep it positive, you know? This is what I do over here. I don't do too much over there. I do enough of this over here. So I appreciate you stopping by. And we just talking about being open to energies and understanding energies. And I'm not giving some philosophical way. I'm just giving straight up, straight laced, blunt. Yes, you see what I'm saying? Excuse me. But like I was saying, you can pick up on a motherfucker's energy only if you're in tune with yourself. You don't have to be what some may call Godhead or God body. You don't have to do none of that. It's not that important. It's not that serious, bro. All you have to do is understand yourself, how you feel and why you feel. Once you understand self and then understand yourself, you can understand and understand everything else. It starts here. Then you expand outwardly. So you can't fix your community if you can't fix yourself. You can't fix your family if you can't fix yourself. You can't lead your family if you can't lead yourself. And you're kind of late, but not late. But I was speaking on how I was hanging around negative people, doing negative things. Been to jail multiple times, not bragging, but it's a fact. But once I got rid of the negative people, the negative environments, negative actions, I was still going through negative, and I couldn't figure it out till later on in life where I understood. I can get rid of negative environments. I can get rid of negative energies, people. But if my mind state hasn't detoxed itself of negativity, it doesn't matter who I get rid of. My reality still is negative because this is the perception I hold. It's the only perception I know. So it clicked one day. Bruh, you got rid of all this, but look where we at. We back in the county. We are back in the county. They know you on the first name. Why? And I had to self-reflect. And you know, well, I don't know, who knows, but I know jail is one place where you got a lot of time to self-reflect. And I self-reflected and understood. It's not the people. It's not the environment. They played part at the beginning. But it was my power to keep that mind state, to keep that understanding that led me back here. It's just me. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's not his fault, her fault. It's my fault. And that's for people. And social platforms have dulled the senses of self, have dulled the senses of energies. Because I can just talk to you like we're talking right now over the phone or whatever. And you don't. If I ask you something, you don't have to answer me because you have the power to just like delete, right? But back in the day, I'm an '80s baby, so back in the day, a motherfucker couldn't just hit the cell phone, couldn't just hit Facebook, MySpace. We couldn't do none of that shit. We had to go to the door, knock on the door, see if you was home, or call a house phone. And a lot of people don't even know what the fucking house phone is anymore. So this social platform, we got to be aware, it's carrying energies, but not the energies that are healthy for the person. It's taking away the social understanding, the social economics of people. Me and you talking face to face, we feel the energy. Us talking over the phone, there's no energy. There's dead energy right here. Now, what I say, the tones I use, that brings the energy. It's a different energy, but it's still an acceptable energy. Because you have the power to be like, yeah, that motherfucker right. Or that motherfucker sound dumb. But either way, you have the power to take it or leave it. To accept it and feel it or not. But with the age of technology plus the hybrid foods and springs in the airs and etc., it's dulling us. Our energy receptors are just fucked up. Our perspective of reality is altered for technology. You feel what I'm saying? This is where people go to most of the time. They don't just go knock on a motherfucking door. So we have to be aware of our own energy, our power over energy, and the power of energy over us as well. Because depending on how I say something, is the energy you get. Depending on the hand gesture, shit, is the energy you get. But if you're not open to to receiving the energies or even picking them apart while you're getting them, or even being aware that you're sensing energy, that's technology's fault. But unless we can figure that out as individuals, because I figured this shit out, we're going to be the Walking Dead. That's a great fucking metaphor. We're the Walking Dead. We're eating hybrid foods, dead foods. We're breathing in sprayed air, drinking fucked up water, listening to fucked up music that carries certain tones, frequencies, and vibrations, altering our energy, altering our reality. We watch certain TV shows and movies that alter our thought process, which carry energy with that. So we have to be aware of these fucking things, bro. If we're not aware of these things, then you might as well just call yourself a fucking zombo, bro. When you understand you have a lower self and a higher self, and that you don't want to just be a positive higher self motherfucker all the time because you can't be, or else you wouldn't have a lower self. You understand what I'm saying? There's balance there. You have to have that balance. Like, I'm a cool motherfucker, but the moment you trip up, I'm gonna fuck you up or something like that. There's a negative, there's a lower self. There's a yin and a yang. We have to understand that. For technology, it's great. That's the yin or the yang, whatever. But then the social uh, handicap that it causes is the yang or the yin, however you want to look at it. It's balance. You don't have to accept my information, but you chose to listen to it. And when I speak, when anybody speaks or does anything, there's energy behind it, regardless of it could be a 5 minute talk. But the energy is there. So be aware of your energy receptors. You have to be sensitive to the energies. You have to be aware that these energies are around you. Because if I smell something, it takes me back to a time. Like if I smell good weed, it takes me back to my babysitters, right? If I think about fighting, if I hear a certain song, it takes me back to when we used to ride up on the ops. You see what I'm saying? But those even thoughts carry energy. And that's important because there's been talk, and I'm not going to say nobody's name. DJ, I know you know what I'm talking about, but there's been people speaking about all this thought, all this mind. And that's true. And they like to use the example of the holographic universe. That's dope too, but some people haven't read up on shit like I have. I've read the books behind it. I've read the 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 scientists explaining their understanding of it. All this shit. Well, mind carries frequency. Frequency is vibration and energy. So when I smell something and it takes me back to somewhere, and I have this euphoric feeling that takes me back to reminiscing about that, that's proof that thoughts have energy, vibration, and frequency. You create your reality. How? Those thoughts and vibrations, depending on how they vibrate, condense into a physical matter, right? Everything vibrates. Nothing is still. We understand that. But that's physical as fuck right there. I don't give a damn if you say nothing's really there. There's tables here. I can feel it. I know that it's not still, but it has the vibration that it needs. It has the energy that it needs to be a table, and that's with thought. So if I want to be negative, guess what? My thoughts create negative realities, positive realities for positive thinking, etc., etc. So beware of your energies. Beware of the energy surrounding you. Understand if you don't agree with a motherfucker, that's fine. But once you try to impose upon whatever the fuck they're saying or feeling, you're giving negative energies because if you say the sky's blue and I say, no, the sky's yellow, we have a conflict. It's a disagreement and we could handle like gentlemen, but it's a disagreement nonetheless. So now we have to debate. And with debating, depending on who you're fucking with, you're going to have negative energies from one side or both sides. For the people that do see this, understand that happens, but understand that you have to be aware of the energy. If you're understanding of the energy that you're getting from somebody or something, then you know how to deal with them. You're feeling it. So, okay, I'm dealing with an angry energy. So if I combat an angry energy with angry energy, y'all know math. Y'all know math. Well, if I approach it with a neutral energy, that ain't gonna work neither because this energy of anger is a dominant. It has to be aggressive. So being neutral, you're just gonna get stomped on. Kill them with kindness. You could kill them with kindness because positive always trumps negative. See what I'm saying? Just be aware of the energies. You don't have to disagree with everything. You don't have to like everything. But once you make an action or a thought action upon that, you have to understand where that thought action is coming from. Positive or negative. Deal with it. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I want y'all to do. Understand you are great people. Flaws and all. Flaws aren't flaws only if you let them be flaws. So I'm missing a tooth. Some people can laugh at that. I'm still the shit. You see how that works? It's simple. It's very simple. A negative energy gets combated with positive energy, positive self-reflection energy. No, DJ, we don't do the reflection shit. I'm just saying, G. But that's real, man. You have to understand your energy, be receptive and aware of the energy around you. And understand this mind is all concept is true. It is very true because I create my reality. You create yours. If you want to have a good day, motherfucker, have a good day. You want to have a stressful day, well, let all that stressful shit stress you out. You see what I'm saying? You had a power. Be God. I am God. And every stream I do, every video I've done, I've expressed that you are God of your reality. You are God of your lane. Stay in your motherfucking lane. I got a video called Stay in Your Lane, Find Peace. Check that out. I got a video on music and the vibrations and frequency and the impact of those things. Check that out. So nothing's new that I'm speaking on. It's just I'm always going to come on here and push positivity. That's it. I'm not going to sit here and, oh, fuck life. That's it. Just walk with me. Talk to me. You feel me? I I had a focused topic. It was just energy. So that's all we're gonna talk about, man. There's different energies, but you have to understand balance of energies. You have to understand you give power to things by letting them affect you. You are God by creating your reality. Letting shit affect you or not creates a reality, creates a mind thought. That thought turns into an action. You see what I'm saying? Thought, Tahuti, thought. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta understand who we are. And who we are, God. Do you feel that energy by just that statement? Oh, he's bold to say that. To the people that don't understand me, that's going to be bold to y'all. To the people that do understand me, we already in agreement. I'm God. My children are God. My queen is God. My mother most definitely is God. So what am I? A God. Motherfucker, what are you? A God. And guess what? And I'm a part of your reality now because here we are. Whoever's seeing this, wherever you from, I've become a part of your reality for this moment. The message that comes out of this video might be a part of your reality forever. But see how we create our realities? Simple actions cause reactions, la da da. All them laws of the universe, you understand that shit. If not, I did a whole 11 laws of God. I'll do another 12 universal laws if that's what it takes. So, have a good day. How do you do that? You decide to have a motherfucking good day. But bad shit happened to me today. Nigga, that shit happens. You have to go through the storm to see the sun and appreciate the sun. You have to have, go through bad to appreciate the good. This is balance, motherfucker. This is balance. I'm real smart, but I cuss a lot. It's balance. Fuck all that. I didn't cuss when I taught at the school. I didn't cuss when I was standing in front of the whole church I got kicked out of. But, you know what I'm saying? The message is still there. Be God. Be positive. Don't do positive in order to think you're positive. No, just be positive. But you said we're lower halves too. Well, motherfucker, it's called balance. Balance, balance. The ego is a hell of a drug. The ego is a hell of a drug, and you can't get rid of your ego. Your ego is the false core driver. You see, it's the reason the ego exists. The false self is what the ego thinks it is. You can't never get rid of the ego because the ego is a part of you. You can only submit that motherfucker. And that means that it still exists, it's still there, but you have a hold on it. You have an understanding, understanding, and overstanding. You understand? So you had a power. So be that powerful motherfucker. Be God. Be positive. And have an understanding. Be self-aware of your energy receptors. It's everywhere. Energy is everywhere. The food you digest, the music you listen to, the shit you see, all affects the reality creator, the mind. Now, I'm not saying you can do that and you could just change who you are. No. No. A criminal can turn into a good person, but he's still that person or she's still that person. They have just submitted their lower selves and found the balance and the understanding of themselves. You don't have to be the greatest hooper. You don't have to be the greatest worker. You don't have to be the greatest what the fuck ever. You just have to be the greatest you. And that's the easy part. That is the easy part. Love you. Be you. Know you. Understand? Listen to you. Your body, the energy you give off, the thought processes. You have to be aware of these things. It takes awareness. You feel me? I've been to jail multiple times. It doesn't make me the worst person in the world. Fuck no. Does it make me the best person in the world? Yep, because I'm the best person in the world. It's that easy. It's that fucking easy. It's that fucking easy. Negative gets you nowhere. Negative is a cancer. Negative is a motherfucking cancer. It's been proven that negativity has a physical impact on the body. Bruh. So if negative has an impact on the physical, guess what positive has on the physical? Same effects, just in a positive manner. Me and my people will sit here, sip or whatever, do what we do, and we'll build. And you got semi-drunk motherfuckers in the same room, but the energy is great because we all have an understanding of ourselves. People do too much. I gotta wear this. I gotta be like this. I seen this on TV, so this must be cool. Woo, woo, woo. The bitches loved me in school. And the bitches still love me. And I'm talking about bitches, not queens. It's a difference. And they still fuck with me. Right? But I don't. I could get a big head and be like, oh, the bitches love me. Oh, I'm the man. No. 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 I do weird shit. I watch anime. I like to do odd shit, nigga. Like, I'm a different motherfucker. You wanna go to a strip club? I ain't never been to a strip club and I'm 30 years old. Why? Because it's simple. Why go pay for females to dance for me when I can have that at home for free? I never been to doing a lot. I don't do a lot of shit because it affects me. I'm aware of my energy receptors. I know if I get in certain situations, I'm gonna react like I do because it's part of me. So instead of going and doing dumb shit, I consciously know, keep your ass in your lane. You won't have to worry about no dumb shit happening. And I ain't been to jail in a while. Fighting people, bullies, all that can be. You can handle it the same way. The same way. You know what gets you in the situations. You know what lower self areas not to go to and what affects you and whatnot. I know if I go to the bakery, I'm gonna remember when I worked for a racist ass bakery. So I don't go to bakeries. Just things like that. Just small things, man. You have the power to be the best you. You have the power to let things affect you. You have the power to do these things. So when you get around energy vampires, understand from the vibes and the energy, and then understand why they're doing it, because they need that. They don't know anything but negativity, like I did at a young age. That's all I knew. So I hung around energy vampires because it was like normal. But when you deal with negative people, you have to understand they're coming from a negative energy. So understand that and accept it. You don't have to like it, just accept it. And from there, you know how to combat them motherfuckers, right? A motherfucker that come over and complain all day, you know to keep that conversation short. Short. Because all you about to hear is what happened to this motherfucker all week, all the negative shit. And when it comes out the mouth and the vibrations hit the ears and the mind, you're welcoming that shit. So you have the power. If you say you had a bad day, motherfucker, you wanted to have a bad day. Oh, but shut the fuck up. Shut up. Because guess what? I lost 3 of my homies within 2 months. Dead. Dead. In Middle Street. Dead. Niggas I grew up with. Or watched grow up at least. Because I'm older than a lot of them. And it affected me the day I heard it. And the funeral day. Other than that, it hurt. But I have the power to sulk in that shit. Or look at my children and be like, well, I can't be little crybaby daddy because they need me. So I have the power to change that. You have the power to change that. You are a part of my reality. I am a part of your reality. You understand what I'm saying? You created this fucking reality. By seeing my light-skinned ass on here, I have become a part of your reality for right now at least. If the message sticks, then I'm a permanent part of your reality. It is what it is, you feel me? I want y'all motherfuckers to be great. And I want every time you see my face to know that I'm coming with positive shit. I'm going to speak on negative so we can combat it, but it's going to be a positive message. It's a lot of motherfuckers saying a lot of shit about a lot of things, and I disagree with a lot of shit people have said over my life, but I never let it haunt me to where it affects me in my energy or my reality. Fuck that. So with that being said, people, I'm about to go up here, continue my fatherly duties, hit this one time for y'all, and I'll be back either tonight or tomorrow. But either way, it's peace when we're together, chaos when we're not, seeing that this is the victory sign for divide and conquer. So it's peace when we're together, chaos when we're not. Pick up a book, spread some positivity. I appreciate y'all stopping by and letting me ramble on with y'all. And be God. Stay peaceful. I'll see y'all later, man. DJ, I do appreciate you stopping by. I sent this out to a couple people, family members as well, and none of them came through, and I spoke on that. So thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being a part of my reality and allowing me to be a part of yours. Have a great day or night or morning, depending on where and when you are. I'll see y'all later. Peace.